and within thy gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is builded as a city that is compact together. Whither the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, unto the testimony of Israel, to give thanks unto the name of the Lord. For there are set thrones of judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. They shall prosper that love thee. Peace be within thy walls, and prosperity within thy palaces. For my brethren and companions of the saints, I will now say, peace be within thee. Because of the house of the Lord our God, I will seek thy good. And God appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padan Aram, and blessed him. And God said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And God said unto him, I am God Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins.
The word kingdom means what? Domicile of the kings. Domicile of the kings. That's what kingdom means. Okay? So that means domicile, that's the place. A place where kings dwell. Only men could be kings. Kingdom, domicile of the kings. That proves that only men could be in this truth. Women are not kings. Only men are kings. So that proves a point, which I go into Ezekiel. Unto you, O men, I call. Ezekiel 34, right? Only men are going to receive the truth, because the Lord is only dealing with men. The tabernacle of the Most High is with men, right? So that proves that this word is the kingdom. It is the kingdom itself. The knowledge, because only men are going to really receive this thing. The kingdom of the Most High is within you. So you brothers, the ones of y'all, you sincere brothers, y'all heard what the scripture said, the kingdom of the Most High is within you. So we already got the kingdom. So the kingdom, it was given to us back in Matthew 10 and 5, when Yahawashi came. The knowledge, this truth. That's why this knowledge is nothing to play with. Here it is, the Lord then blessed you with the kingdom already. It's within you.
The Lord is going to put us back in our land, man, through Yahawashi. We're going to be sovereign, we're going to rule, we're going to win, we're going to have everything in abundance, man. Our heart's desire, and our enemies will be our footstools.
Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praise to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, led me to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord, wouldn't be part of that number. Lord, wouldn't this be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and is striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3 verse 5, it is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Peter chapter 5 verse 42. The water for everybody tuning in on the comment board. Bahasham, Atham. Shalom to all the hopeful elect out there. And we're going to get into a lesson the Lord put the Spirit on me to deal with. Several articles, as I normally do. Lord willing, I can continue and be able to exalt the name of Yahawashi as we head closer to the kingdom. So, first title is Wall of Fire Threatens our Argentinian City. And Iran, which is in the scriptures known as Persia, will repeat history with attacks on U.S. troops and various end-time topics. Now, we know that the United States is the revived Roman Empire, and when you look in the Revelations, it is described as a Babylon the Great. This is America, Babylon the Great, the revived Roman Empire that Daniel the prophet and the other prophets throughout the scriptures have prophesied to be destroyed by intercontinental ballistic missiles coming from these other nations, including Iran. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to get into some of these articles. So Lord willing, this edifying to the flock. So first we're going to start with that Argentinian city on fire, right? So it says the wildfires stoked by intense heat are nearing Villa Carlos Paz in the Córdoba province, right? So before I read anything, I had a little video we can watch for a second. See if I can boost this. It's looking hot over there. It's looking like judgment of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's what it looked like, man. Alright. That's the city down there. So that's why they evacuating. So, heat wave fueled wildfires forced dozens of people from their homes in Argentina on Tuesday as a wall of flames near the South American country central Córdoba province, according to the reports, right? So, you know, that looks apocalyptic, man. You wake up and go outside, you see a whole wall of fire coming toward your house. Yeah, you're going to get out too, man. But it's from the Lord. This kind of situation is coming from the Lord, man. He's wreaking judgment on the earth, man. So we're going to start at Amos chapter 3, verse 6. We'll start right here. And it reads, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Right? And what's that trumpet today? It's the men of the Lord. You know, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, they have been warning Israel of this danger to come, right? There shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, have not done it. So we know that this judgment on this city has came from the Lord, man. This situation of dire chaos, right? And that's including anywhere else in the world. If there's chaos, the Lord is orchestrating it, man. Verse 7, surely the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So the prophets are the ones who have these secrets and these understandings of why this chaos is going on. That's why they're the ones who are blowing the trumpet, because they know it's coming. Okay, and it says we're supposed to be watchmen. That's why we watch. And this is another thing to show that he is in control of this stuff. Isaiah 45 verse 7. And it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So that's how we know that the evil things that happen, the Lord has allowed that to happen for a specific reason. Why did he create wickedness? Proverbs chapter 16 verse 4. This is one of the reasons why. He's got other reasons why. One of them is to exalt his name, okay, to show that he's more powerful than evil. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 4, the Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And that's what's coming, a day of evil. Jacob's trouble, man. That's what's coming. And 2/3 of our people, they still want to stay here and act like since there ain't no wall of fire outside their house, then they good. Okay, 2/3 of our people, 66% of Israel. Out of every Israelite, only out of every three Israelites, one of them is going to make it out of here. That's really what the warning is, the ultimate warning. You know, that and the mark of the beast being made mandatory. The grain of rice you got to put in your hand to buy or sell to get in and out of society. Matthew chapter 16, verse 3. And in the morning, I want to go back to verse 2. He answered and said, let me just do one. Let me go back to 1. So Matthew chapter 16, verse 1. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. And that's how 2/3 is too. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh the sign. They want to come up and be like, well, do something then. Make I want to see something from heaven. Who is you? You ain't even doing the work for the Lord. We ain't even seen no fire coming down from heaven like that. What are you coming over here asking for, right? Verse 2, he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And who does that today? Them forecasts, news forecasts, they always be talking about the rain and whatnot, when it's going to come, when it's going to be sunny outside, right? Verse 3, and in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the times. And that's how it is. The people don't discern and understand that the end is here, man. And it's happening. And it's happening all over the earth. But Jake, you know, he don't know nothing about, you know, 2/3 of our people, Jake, they don't know nothing about this, man. They don't want to understand that great destruction is coming. But that's because the Lord don't want them to. So Ezekiel, that's why I said he only revealed his secrets to the prophets. He's only dealing with those men. And whoever's following those men, the Lord opens them up that understanding. So you got to make sure you're in order and you're following those men and you're aiding them. And then the Lord will reveal things unto you as you ask him to open your eyes. Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 26, and they shall dwell safely therein, and shall build houses and plant vineyards. You know what? I'm going to start back 1 verse 25. Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, when I shall have gathered the house of Israel from the people among from whom they are scattered. See, we were scattered across the four corners of the earth. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And shall be sanctified in them in the sight, and shall be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen. See, and this is how we're being sanctified, through this word, through these precepts. Then shall they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant Jacob. And Jacob, what did it say in Genesis? That he represented a nation. Jacob and Esau represent nations. Okay, so his servant Jacob. Okay, right? Verse 26, and they shall dwell safely therein, and build houses and plant vineyards. Yea, they shall dwell with confidence when I have executed judgments upon those that despise them round about them, and they shall know that I am the Lord, their power, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And that's what we're doing right now. We're being exalted through this word, through Bahasham, Yahawashi, and we're exalting his name while he's executing these judgments. And once they're all through, then we'll be able to go back into our land and into the kingdom. It ain't going to be over here. We're talking about into the land of Israel. This place is going to be laid desolate. There ain't going to be nothing left over here. Right? So Isaiah chapter 26, verse 9. And it reads, with my soul I have desired thee in the night. Yea, with my spirit within me I will seek thee early. That's what we're doing right now. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness. See, they're not going to even learn righteousness until it's executed fully in the earth. You know, they still going to be wicked. As it says in verse 10, let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. See, in the land of uprightness he will deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of the Lord Yahawashi. We know they're not going to come back to this truth because they can't. It wasn't meant for them. And 2/3 of our people are going to follow them as well. Psalms chapter 96, verse 13. Before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. And how is he judging them? Through telling them what you did wrong. If you don't repent, you're going to get destroyed. And who is he using? The prophets. Because they're the ones who got the secrets to understand what righteousness is, man. They have that understanding. Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. And it reads, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. And you got these Christians out here talking about when the Lord come back, He's going to just bring all types of peace and tranquility. No, He's going to destroy everything on the earth that doesn't say Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi on it. That's what He's coming to do. That's what He's coming to do. He's sending a sword. And who was given the sword? Esau, even so-called white man. So He's coming to send a sword on the earth, which He's already done. And He's coming to destroy that sword and everybody else who thinks that's the sword. That's basically what's about to happen. Okay? Everybody thinks that this devil is going to prevail. And that's why 66% of our people are going to take the mark of the beast, because they think that this devil is unstoppable. But the Lord's going to only let him do that until it's time for him to be taken out of the way, man. Till he's done doing his job, being wicked. So now we're going to go over here. It says, officials fear Iran will repeat history with attacks on U.S. troops. So why do they say they're going to, what is being repeating? What is that? It's the same thing as reincarnation. It's repeat. Everything's repeated, man. Everything's on repeat. Okay? And we're going to prove that in the scriptures. But we're going to read a little bit and then we'll get into it. So it's happened before. And now U.S. Defense Department officials fear it could happen again. Right? And that's why when you had, there was a video Elder Yahawah did, and he was talking about how all these people were on TikTok talking about ancient Rome. And who took down Rome? Persia. Okay? In the Medes, which is Russia and Iran. And we're going to prove that in just a second. So now U.S. Defense Department officials fear it could happen again with unrest in the Middle East. The Pentagon has its eyes on Iran, with two sources in the Defense Department telling Politico that the Pentagon fears Iran proxy groups may use instability in the region to attack American and allied troops stationed in Syria or Iraq, right? But this is going to be on a greater scale, man. Okay? And we're going to prove that right now. Because this is what Daniel was talking about in his dream that he told Nebuchadnezzar, the last ruler of Babylon. This is New Babylon, okay? But it's the same one. It's just revised. It's still the same cruddy-ass motherfucking rulers. Okay? That's why this place sucks. Daniel chapter 2, verse 28. And it reads, but there is a power in heaven that revealeth secrets. And this is Daniel talking to Nebuchadnezzar, basically about to explain him the dream. I wanted to get to the point. But there is a power in heaven that revealeth secrets. Who does he reveal them to? The prophets. And maketh them known, and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. Today, coming up now. Thy dream, the visions of thy head upon thy bed are these. What are those visions? As for thee, O king, thy thoughts come into thy mind upon thy bed. What should come to pass hereafter? And he that revealeth secrets maketh known unto thee what shall come to pass. That's what the Lord did. He revealed it unto him. Right? Verse 30, but as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have, more than any living, but for their sakes shall make known the interpretation to the king, that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart, the mind. Right? Verse 31, thou, O king, sawest, and behold a great image. This great image, whose brightness was excellent, stood before thee, and the form thereof was terrible. Right? What is he talking about? The image of the head was of fine gold. Who's that? Babylon, the city of gold, right? His breast and his arms of silver, right? Who's silver? The Persians, man. They're the Persians. That's Iran. Okay, even when you go look up into the Persian Empire, at that time, they had silver weapons, man. Okay? His belly and his thighs of brass. Now, we ain't going to keep going too far, because the brass, that goes into Alexander the Greek, you know, and all that, but we want to stick with Persia, right? So we know the Persians is silver. Okay? That's what we know. When you listen to the elders and apostles, they're going to break it down to you. That's them. Okay? And we're going to, and it talks about how the statue, it goes all the way down to, you know, half iron and potter's clay, and then it's destroyed, and then the whole mountain fills the whole earth. And that's the nation of Israel, because all the kingdoms are taken down. That's what's going to happen. Okay? But we're not going to get too deep into it. I want to show you some things. We're going to read some stuff. So, who defeated Babylon? Persian, king of Cyrus the Great. So that's why we know when it said the city of gold, right? And when you read later on, he talks about the city of gold as Babylon. And the silver, so if it says, if the statues about kingdoms being taken over, we know that if this is Babylon, and we know right now, what did it say? It said Persian took over Babylon. So that's how we know that the silver, the silver part of the statue is Iran. Okay? Fall of Babylon in 539 BC, less than a century after its founding, the legendary Persian king Cyrus the Great conquered Babylon. The fall of Babylon was complete when the empire came under Persian control. Okay? And when you go look up who took over the Persians, it was Alexander the Greek, and they had bronze weapons. Okay? This is all prophecy, man. Now we're going to look this up. Right? Who are the modern day Persians? See, when you type it in, right? Who are the modern day Persians? Iran. See? That's them. They called themselves the Persians. See? An ethnic group who comprised over half the population of Iran. Now we're going to look this up, right? Who was Persia with the Medes, right? What does it say right here? With the Medes and the Persian allies. And who's the Medes? That's Russia. And we're going to prove that in a second too. Cyrus the Great was a Persian king. Cyrus created an alliance with Darius, king of the Medes, to create a Persian Media empire. Persian Medo empire, basically. Together, this alliance conquered the Babylonian Empire. Who is together today? Iran and Russia. It's the same setup. This is the same thing happening again. And that's why they fear it. Why? Because they know back then, this is the way that this is the way that Babylon was taken down. This is the same way Babylon the Great is going to be taken down. Okay? Through the same people. The Medes and the Persians. And they made an alliance back then. And what are they with together now? The BRICS. They're together again. Okay? Now we're going to look this up. Who are the Medes today? The Medes were ancient Iranian people of one of the ancestors of the modern Kurdish people, right? Who lived in the northwestern parts of present-day Iran, right? But then when you go look over here, what does it say? Are the Medes today Russia? It says Russian historian and linguist Vladimir, a lot of them name is Vladimir over there, Minorsky suggested that the Medes, who widely inhabited the land, were currently the Kurds, from a majority might have been forefathers from the modern Kurds. He also states that the Medes also invaded the region in the 8th century BC, linguistically resembled the Kurds. That's them. That's them, man. This is all in history, man. Okay? This is why they fear it, because they know, just like Elder Yahawah was saying, when he was talking about all those people on TikTok was having this thoughts of Roman Empire all day, because they know that's where we at, man. And they know the same thing happened in the last Roman Empire. Okay? It was taken down, man. But this time it's talking about Babylon. Okay? And we know in Daniel's statue, it talked about how Babylon was taken down by the Medes and the Persians, man. It's showing it right there in history. That's why they're fearing Iran right now. Okay? And they know it's gonna get to that point, man. They know it. So now we're gonna put in some more precepts about this. This is Ecclesiasticus. Verse 9. It reads, hold up. No, not Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes. This is why they're fearing it's going to happen again, because it is. Hold on. Bear with me. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So this is not a new situation. Okay, this happened before. That's how we know who's going to win. But this time, after they win that war, Yahawashi is going to come and destroy everything, because he said he wasn't going to come as a man this time. Verse 10, is there any new thing whereof it may be said this is new? It have already been of old time, which was before us. Precepts telling us. Verse 11, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. See? So the only way that we can know these things is what? If the Lord reveals it to us through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, man. That's the only way. Okay? And what did he do? He sent it to his prophets and said, what? Write it in a book. So when we tell them again and they get jacked up because they didn't want to listen, it's on them, man. Romans chapter 15 verse 4, and it reads, for whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comforts of the scriptures might have hope. Hope what? Hope of what? That this is the truth, because we see it. It's showing us all throughout history, all these things that Daniel said was going to happen, that the Lord told him and told King Nebuchadnezzar what happened. It's happening. That's why it was written. That's why he said write it down. So it won't be no way that somebody can say, oh, you didn't tell me. Yeah, we did. We told your ass multiple times, okay? And it broke it down in 100 million ways. And what way is it? The way of the Lord. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33, for the Most High is not the author of confusion. This ain't confusing. They took their ass down last time. They're going to take their ass down this time. What don't you understand? You know? And that's what we try to say to 2/3 of our people, but they're not going to get it. Because they're not supposed to. It was written for them not to get it either. In Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8 and 9. So, for the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Okay? The prophets, man. His men. And what is he not confused about? What is he not confused about? Anything the scriptures say? Revelation. So when people talk about, you know, you got these other camps talking about Paul was going off or John the Baptist fell out of the truth, then that don't make no sense. Because the Lord just said that he chose those men to do that work. Okay, so people wouldn't have no excuse. Revelation chapter 17, verse 17, for the Most High, I put it in their hearts to fulfill this will. What's that? To destroy America, Babylon the Great, right? And do whatever else the Lord said to do, right? Same way with us. He put up minds in our hearts to fulfill this will, to tell this truth, right? And to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast. But this is talking about them. The beast is the system. Okay, the seven-headed beast system ruled by Esau, Edom, and America, Babylon the Great is at the top of that, the little horn. Until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And what's that? For all the kingdoms to be taken down, and the tabernacle of King David to be risen up again, and all these people who was thinking we was going off, and these other nations going to go into slavery for 1,000 years, and then we're going to live in peace forever, man. There ain't going to be no more war. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. Let's go back to Daniel. And this is to show you that they didn't have no chance, they didn't have no choice to do what they wanted either. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones. See, the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. And who did he say was going to be the basis of men? The serpent. And who did it say that the serpent was? In Revelation, the dragon. It said the dragon, that old serpent. And what's the dragon? The Roman Empire, the Edomites, the so-called white man. That's who he set up for a time being. He's going to get taken out of the way, man. There's no other way to explain that. That's the way it is. So that's why the officials in America, Babylon the Great, are terrified about Iran. So now we're going to get over here. And while that's going on, Afghanistan got hit by another earthquake. Okay, 2,000 people died just a couple of days ago, and they got hit by another earthquake. And days after that one, okay? So this one left 1,000 people dead. So the Lord is jacking their ass up over there. Go straight to the precepts. Ain't no reason to explain it. Ezekiel 14:21. And it reads, thus saith the Lord Yahawah Yahawashi, how much more when I send my four sword judgments upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine and the noisome beast and the pestilence to cut it off from man and beast. Why is it saying it to Jerusalem? Because that's talking about us scattered across the four corners of the earth. Some of Jake is in Afghanistan, man. And the Lord is coming after them motherfuckers, man. Them 2/3 that look like Afghans, that's really us, the foreign Israelites, the Lord's coming after them because they not taking heed, man. And that's how it is. Jake is all over the earth, and that's who the Lord's coming after. The Lord's coming after 2/3. He said that the heathens are nothing to him. He ain't worried about them. He coming back because 2/3 don't want to change, man. That's why he's coming back to destroy the earth, and that's why he made it to where they can't come back, so he can have a reason to come jack their ass up. Okay, and take back over the kingdom. So second Esdras, it's all part of his movie. There ain't no saving them. That's why he said, don't worry about the multitude that perish. That's their lot. You can't do nothing about it. This is my movie. How you going to tell me what to do? We can't tell the Lord what to do. We just going to do what he told us to do. And how much more? He said, how much more will I send it? You know how long he going to send it? 2 Esdras chapter 16, verse 15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, man. Okay? It's not going to stop. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. It's going to keep coming until all his words are fulfilled. And this is what Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days, man? Why? Because he's here. He's here today. Because he's got reincarnated back into the earth. That's why he said, man, damn, who is going to deliver me? Because he's terrified, man. There's plenty of times that the angel Uriel told him, your ass gonna have to come back. Same way with the other prophets. John chapter 16 verse 4, so they can receive their reward. Doesn't mean they still ain't terrified. They were terrified of the Lord. They still terrified of the Lord. That's why they doing what he told them to do today. I'm telling you, one of these brothers out here that's doing this work is Esdras. We don't know who he is, but he's one of us. Who knows? John chapter 16 verse 4, but these things I have told you, that when the time shall come, ye may remember that I told you of them. This is John talking to them, right? John the Baptist. He came back too. Who we believe is Abba Bibbins. And if you don't believe that, whatever you want to believe, whatever. Okay? And these things I said not unto you at the beginning because I was with you. See? He was with us. But now I go my way to him that sent me, and none of you asketh me, whither goest thou? Right? He was there, man. And he's here today. You know? He was here. You know, Abba Bibbins, he went back to the spirit world, but I was listening to Elder Apostle Tahar, and he's got some things that he talked about that was pretty interesting, and we'll see. We'll consider the whole matter, and you know, we'll see. You know, it was pretty interesting what he was talking about. You know, for those who know what I'm talking about. So verse 6, but because I don't want to get too deep. Verse 6, but because I've said these things unto you, sorrow hath filled your heart, which is your minds. Nevertheless, I tell you the truth. It is expedience for you that I go away. If I not go away, the Comforter will not come unto you. But if I depart, I will send him unto you. So see, he had to go back into the spirit world so the Lord could do his work. Okay, and then bring us back the Comforter when he came back. Okay, to teach us. Okay, that's what he did for John, for Daniel. He said, you're gonna have to come back, you're gonna have to teach all these people again, man. I'm gonna put you in remembrance. So this is John chapter 14. We're gonna jump back a little bit. Chapter 14, verse 26. We're gonna jump back just a little bit. And this is what he's talking about. Verse 26, but the Comforter, who is that? The Comforter is Yahawashi, which is the Holy Spirit. That's how we're able to understand these things now, because we have that spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, and Yahawashi, whom the Father will send in my name, okay, and shall teach you all things. That's how we know that the elders and apostles of Great Millstone got the 100% truth, because he said all things. But you got to remember Corinthians, it says that they prophesy in part and we understand in part. We can tell you what he told us. That's all the 100% truth, but we can't give you the details. We can't tell you this guy how he gonna get judged. We don't know how he gonna get judged, but we gonna know if you keep sinning, your ass gonna get judged. Make sense? And bring you all things to your remembrance that you need to know. Whatsoever I have said unto you, not other stuff, not all this other bullshit they talking about. Okay? Like, what about the Nephilim? John ain't say nothing about no damn Nephilim. Okay? John ain't say nothing about no damn, he told you what you need to know. And that's what you need to go with. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 40. They talking about some damn lizard people and shit. They ain't, nobody in the scriptures talking about no damn lizard people. Okay? Man, chill out with all that shit. Jake be coming up with some crazy shit. 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 40. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. What's this battle? The battle for our inheritance, our souls, man. The battle of Jacob's trouble is coming, man. And we have to be spiritually ready for this. Right? And in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. Ain't nobody gonna be living in no damn house. Ain't gonna be none of that going on, man. We're gonna be out here trusting in Yahawashi, Yahawashi. That's all we gonna have, man. So now we're gonna move on. I got about 2-3 more articles and we're gonna get out of here. This says, and this is going to happen all across the earth, but this is happening over here in the UK right now. UK judges ordered not to jail burglars and rapists due to crowded prisons, man. They ain't even locking people up over there no more that's doing, things that are not according to the law. Okay? Now we know that in the scriptures, it has a doctrine concerning rape, okay, in that time. But now in this day, we don't tell you to do that. That's how it was, and that wasn't like it happened every time like that. It was like if that situation happened like that, okay. And you got these sensitive ass Israelites out here that don't understand that shit. Most of the time the father would give over his daughter, okay, to the man that he wanted him to. That situation didn't happen all the time. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand that. Men, women are not equal to men, okay. So if a man did that at that time, he had to take her to the father. He had to pay him 50 shekels. He had to take care of the rest of her life. These dudes just raping women and not even taking care of them. Not even giving them 50 shekels to the father. They're not doing none of that. It was order to this shit. And if you did that shit wrong, your ass got put to death, man. Okay, so it's people don't understand the severity of the laws back then, why they were in place like that, man. So stuff like this wouldn't be happening. Okay? Then people just taking a woman and like, I'm not gonna take care of her, I'm just gonna dump her ass after that. Like throw her out there in the street to die. That's not how that went. No, if you was gonna pop that thing, hey, you better be ready. You finna take care of that thing rest of your life and you couldn't put her away. That's how that shit went, man. Okay? We were men back then. We wasn't no little weirdos, man. You know what the fuck they talking about. We're going to put in some precepts about this, and we're going to move on. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. And this is why we tell you women, you better find you a man of the Lord, because they're going to stop. You're going to need a man of the Lord to protect you, man. There's going to be all types of wicked ass people out there like that. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Right? And this is also, a warning to those men out there who not serving Yahawashi either. Burglars gonna rob their ass too, right? Verse 10, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vengeance shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. And they ain't going to be throwing nobody in jail. It's going to be a tough time, man. And that's why you got to make sure you get you a man of the Lord, man. Pray to the Lord to give you one, that you can fulfill your purpose. Because that's your purpose, to serve a man of the Lord. And it talks about a man of the Lord. If you find a good man of the Lord, he's going to love you too. He's going to honor you as the weaker vessel, and he's going to look after you, man. It's another precept I want to pull up about it in just a second. Job chapter 21, verse 9, their houses are safe from fear, and the rod of the Most High is upon them. And this is talking about the Edomites, okay? This is why they don't worry about this kind of stuff, because they don't be dealing with this stuff. Jake be mainly dealing with this shit. That's why you see in the hood, it be fucking danger all over the place. But then you got these rich ass Edomites in these neighborhoods, and they don't nothing be happening in their ass damn near. Okay? That's what it's talking about. But soon it's going to be, the curses is going to come upon them, and they're going to be getting robbed and raped and pillaged as well. Okay? That's what's coming. But this is what I wanted to pull up for, you Aquath out there. You new Aquaths coming in, especially the new Aquath who have this feeling of like, if you get with a man of the Lord, he's just gonna like treat you like shit or something. And that's not what he's gonna do. He's gonna love you, man. Because it's hard to find. It's hard to be. It's not even. We don't even. It says not to even look for a wife. So if we get a wife out here, we know that that's a blessing from the Lord. And what does it talk about? What did the Lord say? He said to occupy yourself till I come. And if you get a blessing, to tend to that blessing. We feed the flock every day. What makes you think we ain't going to take care of something that belongs to us? We're going to take care of our women, which how many there is. But, most men out, in the truth today, we don't, especially the elders, they only have one wife, because that's what it says in the scriptures. And we want to be available for the ministry over here on this side, man. We want to be available for the flock, man, because that's what we were all born for. So this is Barak, which is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26, verse 22. And harlot shall be accounted as spittle, right? Which is many of these women out here, okay? And they're going to get caught up in these rapists and robberies and all that, because they can't protect themselves. But a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. See, that's how important your role is. Okay, you're supposed to be something that keeps him from running into wicked women, and keeps him, and a pillar of rest, to help him do his job better. We're not going to get a blessing from the Lord, a woman from the Lord, and it be a blessing and we just treat it like shit. No, we're going to be glad we got that, and it give us more confirmation that the Lord's dealing with us if we do get a good wife one day. So that's how you got some of you new Aquath out there, maybe you haven't heard it like that, but yeah, man, like it's a blessing for you to be a pillar of rest for a man. Don't take that lightly, as if like it's not needed or something. Like, you could really do good for a man of the Lord, and he could do a lot more for Yahawashi, and it just brings him forth righteousness all in the end. So now it says right here, it says gunman open fire moments after school bus passes through intersection. So this dude starts shooting at this school, right? And long story short, this is basically what's going on. We talk about it all the time, and we're going to see it more often. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, which is the book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. Oh, I said 20. Let me go to 28. Bear with me. At least my internet ain't going slow today. So verse 28, and it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And there's a lot of spirits created for vengeance right now out in the earth, man. And it's everywhere, okay? It's stuff that they don't even put out on the news. There's so much violence going on right now, you wouldn't even be able to keep up. So we just try to point out what we see. Verse 29, fire, hail. We just seen fire over there in the Argentinian city. Hail and famine and death. All this stuff, all this destruction with earthquakes and whatnot. All these were created for vengeance. See, this is all vengeance of the Lord. Just like it said in Amos chapter 3, verse 6. If there's evil in the city, we know Bahasham and Yahawashi got something to do with it. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. That's what it's meant for. That's the only reason why it was put on the earth, so the Lord could jack their ass up, okay? Whoever else don't want to take heed. Now we're going to go over here. It says, distressed border agent letting in gang members. I feel like I'm part of a smuggling organization, right? But we know America Babylon the Great is all about smuggling things. And, you know, you got these border agents acting like they're just part of some just great society that's never smuggled anything. And we're going to see. So hold on. I'm going to pull this up first. These motherfuckers is the king of the motherfucking smuggling. Okay? Ezekiel chapter 28 verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic, smuggling what? Guns, weed, drugs, people, humans. Okay? You know, they did kind of like a whole slavery thing for 400 years or whatever, or 500, or whatever you want to call it, right? We're just talking about America, Babylon the Great, not all the other captivities we've been in. Hast thou increased thy riches? Thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches. That's why this place is always like, we're just the glorious America. We're the good guys. No, y'all not. Verse 6, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahawashi, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High, talking about their mind. Behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. And see, and they're the ones letting them in. They trafficking a whole bunch of Scarfaces, and they gonna come in here and jack shit up with everybody else. That's what we know. That's what the Lord said. He's gonna bring them over here, and they gonna jack shit up. So you better be on point with Yahawashi Yahawashi. So, you know, we might go through a little bit, but we ain't gonna go through what they gonna go through. So this is my last article. Put in some precepts, then we out of here. Futurist predicts human immortality will be achievable by 2030. And what did they say else that they were going to do during 2030? They said they're going to start implementing and forcing the CHIP, man. This is why they think they're going to be immortal. Okay, through this damn system that they're going to make, this digital system with the mark of the beast. That's why they think they're going to make it. They think they're going to make it. But this is going to be where their knowledge gets cut off. They're going to go from this back to fucking cavemen, okay? The basis of men. This is their last adventure right here, okay? Trying to think they're going to become immortal or whatever, okay? Now, I got a little video on it, but, you know, it's just going to be some bull biggity anyways. So I just wanted to point in there, going to be immortal. Over verse 10. And it reads, many shall be purified and made white and tried. That's talking about the elect. And also 2/3, they're going to be tried. They're just going to fail the test. But the wicked shall do wickedly, right? So they doing wickedness, talking about they're going to be immortal without the word of the Lord, and none of the wicked shall understand. So they don't understand that this is what's going to destroy them. But the wise shall understand. See, we're going to understand that this is going to take their ass out. This is going to be their last hoorah, man. This is going to be their last chance at having any kind of brain working in there, okay? Only thing that's going to be in their mind after this is plowshare. Plowshare and work plowshare hard, or I get my ass whooped. That's the only thing that's going to be in their mind after this shit. Job chapter 5 verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. See? It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Not gonna work. Second Esdras. Second Esdras. Chapter 4. We're gonna start at 1. I want to point out something. So, you know, going back into Esdras and you know, the things that happened to him. So, and the angel that was sent unto me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer and said, thy heart have gone too far in this world, thou, and thinkest thou to comprehend the way of the Most High, right? He was trying to find the way to the Most High, right? And then said I to Ezra speaking, yea, my Lord. And he answered me and said, I am sent to show thee 3 ways and to set forth 3 similitudes before thee. You know, those 3 visions, and one of them was the fall of America, Babylon the Great. Whereof this thou canst declare me one, I will show thee also the way that thou desirest to see. And I will show and shall show thee from whence the wicked heart cometh. Right? And we know he wasn't able to do this because America, Babylon the Great wasn't here. It wasn't here. All this stuff was, you know, he just seen the vision, was like, what the hell is this? Right? Just like all the other prophets, they said they understood not too. Right? Even Joseph and Mary didn't even understand Yahawashi when he said he was about his father's business. They didn't even understand that. But they do now today. Because why? Because the Comforter came. Yahawashi. Right? And I said, tell on, my Lord. Then he said unto me, go thy way, weigh me the weight of the fire, or measure me the blast of the wind. Right? Talking about the destruction. Or call me again the day that is past. And he answered, and then answered I and said, what man is able to do that thou speakest, that thou shouldest ask such things of me? Right? And Uriel, what he say? And he said unto me, if I should ask thee how great dwellings are in the midst of the sea, and how many springs are in the beginning of the deep, or how many springs above the firmament, or which are the outgoings of paradise, peradventure thou wouldest say unto me, I never went down into the deep, nor as yet into hell, neither did I ever climb up into heaven. Right? He said, nevertheless now I have asked thee, but only of fire and wind in the day where though thou hast passed, in the things from which thou canst not be separated, and yes, canst thou give me no answer of them. See, so he couldn't answer it. And he said, moreover unto me, thine own things, such as are grown up with thee, canst thou not know until the time. Okay? The book was sealed at the time. But he was still showing them visions and whatnot. But he said, you ain't going to understand till later. So how should thy vessel then be able to comprehend the way of the highest? See? And there's no seeking out the Lord's counsel. We only can know what he lets us know. And the world being now outwardly corrupted to understand the corruption that is evident in thy sight. See? And he wasn't able to do that until when? Till he came back. That's why he said, who's going to deliver me in those days? And he's here today, knowing that this is going on, and he's seeing it and understanding it. He just doesn't remember who he is. Then I said unto him, it were better that if we were not at all, this is the point, then we should still live in wickedness to suffer and not to know wherefore, right? So he was saying like it was better for us not to know at all, but you know, he just didn't understand. Because when you get down to it, when you go into there's a couple times where the prophets and the Lord said that it's better for us to be here and go through this. Okay? This is there's a purpose to this, man. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 8. This is my point I want to bring out. And it reads, we are confident, and this is Paul speaking. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 8. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Wherefore we labor that whether present or absent we may be accepted of him, right? So it's good to be here and be present, because that's the only way that we can earn his acceptance, okay, through these trials. This is Philippians chapter 1, verse 22. And it says, but if I live in the flesh, this is the fruit of my labor. See, this is how we earn that acceptance from the Lord. Yet what shall I choose? Yet what I shall choose, I wot not. Right? For I am in a strait betwixt two, having desire to depart and to be with the Mashiach, which is far better. Right? But what it say? Nevertheless, to divide in the flesh is more needful for you. So this is needful for us. This is perfect. This is a purpose. Okay, there's a reason why we're here and going through this stuff. Okay, there's a reason why we have to dwell with the suffering and go through these things. Okay, so we can be one with Yahawashi, because he went through it. We have to go through this. That's the only way we're going to be one with them. Through much tribulation shall you enter into the kingdom of the Most High. Acts chapter 14, verse 22. Romans chapter 8, verse 23, or verse 27. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of the Most High. So we can't even deal with the Heavenly Father. He has to make intercession for him and says, look, all this stuff he battling in the flesh, trying to get to you through me. He's our mediator. Verse 28, but he can't be our mediator if we ain't down here struggling. And he ain't going to just give you the kingdom for free. You ain't go through nothing. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High and to them that are called according to his purpose. This is his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate. So which means what? There ain't no such thing as free will, to be confirmed to the image of of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. That's why we're here. And you can't be a brethren unless your ass is down here putting in the work. So Lord willing is edifying to the flock. Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the hopeful elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praise to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone, led me to this truth, and been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who part of the elect and to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we part of that number. Lord willing, is be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord and striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. It is not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9 is unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. Wa abal babal. The water for tuning in. Yahabashim al Barak Atham. Lord willing, is edifying to you. And Lord willing, will be able to exalt the name of Yahabashim al yet another day. And keep watch as we see the end of this world be destroyed and the kingdom of Yahawashi is exalted in the earth. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.